Just that beautiful head sculpt. Look at that. Hey there, welcome to GemIIToys. Here we are once again. This time we have the Hot Toys Justice League Superman MMS 465. I've had this figure for about a week now and I just didn't have time to get to it. And I'm very much looking forward to unboxing it as well as reviewing it. So yeah, let's just check it out. Here's the figure, the box. We have the, let's see. Got these wrappings here. Gotta get rid of these. Hopefully you guys like this new setup I have. I was thinking how to do these every once in a while. I'd like to do videos like this in which I just unbox a figure, especially if it's new. See right there. You can see him right there. That's the box. I'm sure many of you guys have already seen it, but here's my take on it. Here's the back of it. You can see right there. And nice box. Henry Cavill, I thought was a great Superman. I hope he comes back as Superman. Actually, Man of Steel was really my introduction to Superman. I mean, I did see the previous Superman movies, that is with Christopher Reeve when I was a child, but I wasn't quite much of a fan of Superman back then. However, after seeing Man of Steel, I retroed back to watching those older movies of Christopher Reeve and really enjoy them now. I really love the character of Superman now. So let's take a look at here. There we are. There's the, you can see a little there. Sorry, I'm still improvising these setups, like I said, or maybe I didn't say it, but I mostly focus on doing these music showcase videos, of which I will do one of this figure as well. But I want to try something different, so what the heck, let's unbox it on camera and let's do it. See, I have I couldn't find my box cutter knife, so I got the kitchen knife. I like opening the boxes from the bottom because that way they still look unopened. Open it carefully, just like there. Let's see, open from the bottom. Justice League. Yeah, this movie. I really hope they released a Snyder cut of this. I really like the original, not the original, but Batman versus Superman. I really like that movie as well as Man of Steel. I really liked the take on Superman by Zack Snyder. So, here you can see, let's see, there you can kind of see, boo, we have a brand new box. This figure came out about just a month ago. I've been anxious to take a look at it, just hadn't have the time. But now, here we are. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. We have the hands. These two hands here look like they're, I'm not sure, flying? Yeah, I guess you could use these for flying. I know these for sure are flying. These are kind of just relaxed hands. I think pretty much the same hands that came with the Batman vs. Superman figure. I think so, yeah. I used to have that figure, but I did sell it to my regret. You know, the truth is, I was getting a little paranoid because it was getting a little bit of white powdery stuff here, so I sold it. It's kind of out of paranoia, but I love the figure. And when they announced this, I was just thinking, oh, I gotta get that. And I do like this look of the suit quite a bit more. I don't know if you can see it. Like I said, my setup today is totally improvised, so I apologize if the lighting or the angles are not so great or I sound like an idiot. But I just wanted to get it done because the figure is quite fresh out in the market. Like I said. Oh, am I repeating myself? I don't know. Maybe I'm going nuts now. So, it's looking great, actually. I'm looking at the face, and very similar to the Batman vs. Superman figure. A little more pale. Let's take a look. Just open this up here, this part. Let's grab this bad boy. Oh, the cape, yeah. The cape is stuck like that there. There we are. Alright, so there we are. Justice League Superman. Hey there. Wow, this suit is quite nice. That's the first thing I'm noticing in comparison to the Batman vs. Superman version, which was much darker, which is understandable. That was quite a dark movie, and then this movie was changed to be a more not so dark, I guess I want to call it, directed by the same guy who did the original Avengers. And oh, okay, I see what people are talking about. It's not that bad. I was a little concerned about, I've seen reviews about this cape. I see what people are saying. It's a little more stiff. The cape is a little more stiff than the Batman vs. Superman version. I remember the Batman vs. Superman version was not, it was just a little more soft, and it just kind of dropped more naturally. Yeah, I get it. Okay, but it's not as bad as I thought. It's not as bad as I thought. I was a little concerned about that. A lot of people were saying, oh, the cape was so downgraded. Oh, we got some little bit of, I don't know if you can see that, little bit of no goodness. Oh well, that's sometimes what happens when these things are shipped. He's got a little collar thing here. Take that out. Release him out of his package. He's been stuck in this package for a week at my place. I can't believe it. Gosh, I've been really looking forward to seeing this figure. Just no time between one thing and another. Let's see. Get those off. These things always kind of drove me a little nuts to get me off, but not today. Today coming off easily. Alright, he's fully out of his packaging, and yeah, it's the same thing, only better. I will soon grab the camera and get some nicer images for you guys, but I just kind of want to contemplate this moment. This figure, this time, this is a keeper. Oh, this is so much a keeper. I mean, I really like Henry Cavill as Superman. Like I said, I also like Christopher Reeve as Superman very much. Ever since I start liking the character of Superman, starting with Man of Steel, I really like Superman. As a kid, like I said, I didn't, but now I do. And this figure might be the ultimate Superman. I may dare to say this is the ultimate Superman. Yeah, there we are. Ultimate Superman. Look at the shiny suit. He's at an angle. There we are. Okay. So we'll just have him stand right there. I know you guys are thinking, oh my gosh, you're such an amateur when it comes to making reviews, aren't you? Yeah, I am. I'll get the hang of it if I do it. It's not the focus of my channel. Like I said, the focus of my channel are my music showcase videos. But I just wanted to, those videos are a lot of work, so I want to do some variety. I don't want to do always the same thing for the channel. As long as it's hot toy related. I intend to do more videos like going out there and checking out stores, as well as showing you guys how much the figures go for in Japan. So stay tuned for that. Here we have the pole, you could call it, bends and flex pole. I don't know what you call this, but for posing him in flight mode, that is. I love this stand, I gotta say. I have the Justice League Batman, and I really like this stand. He's got the same stand, because I didn't get the deluxe version of Batman. So, I have the same stand, and I love it. I love these stands. I just have, from Justice League so far, I only have this guy now, as well as Batman, and I do have the Wonder Woman comic concept version, if I'm saying that correctly. I'll put this here for now. Here's the manual. There's extra wrist pegs, the batteries, and the last is the best accessory that originally everybody's saying, and I agree, that people were saying that this head sculpt originally probably were supposed to come with the Batman versus Superman version, because he does have that look. You see that? Pretty angry, pretty dark, and everybody knows the, well, everybody, I don't know if you don't know it. Let me show you real quick. Justice League, his hair is, you know, this way. It's opposite. Oops. Yeah, old head sculpt from Batman versus Superman. But that still is my preferred movie. Justice League was okay to me. Not my preferred movie though. I did really like Batman versus Superman better. Let's go a little bit around. Below the ear, that thing, yeah, I've mentioned it before in a video. On my Wolverine Days of Future Past video. Beautiful head sculpt, but that thing below the ear, that line where you see where the neck and the head unite. You can see it. It takes away from the realism of the figure, but it's okay. I'm probably not going to see it on the shelf anyways, as he will be looking something like that. Yeah, looks great. Anyway, I didn't do much changes since my last take. Got everything kind of set up. But the suit, look at that suit. Nice and bright, more like Superman. Yep, the gold. The boots are the same. It's really the same figure, just better colors, better painted. Here's some other images for you, so you can take a look, another look at that head sculpt. I'll put a lot of effort into my music showcase video posing. For now, I'll keep it kind of basic for this review. But he is getting ready to attack. And here we have Cyborg Superman. Now this is just the battery compartment for the light that lights up this guy right over here. About to take a look at that. Installing the batteries was very easy. You can see there 3 batteries. I was able to put them in with my fingers. I have fairly thin fingers, so it wasn't an issue. I didn't have to use tweezers or anything. And here's the switch. Just turn it on like that. Looks like that. Grab this head. There it is, that head. And put it on like that. And badass Superman. Look at that. It's the devil himself. That is an angry Superman. Like I was saying, the installation process was fairly easy. Here I still have the cover as well as the screw off. I used this precision screwdriver kit I got from Daiso here in Japan for 100 yen. It's like $1. I used a 3mm one. Very easy to do. And there's the result. Very badass. That looks evil. So I look like I'm ready to kill someone. Looks like a witch. That's why I'm doing that stupid voice. I know this is not Batman versus Superman outfits, but I wanted to see what this looked like. So let's take a look. Here we have Superman, real angry, getting ready to reduce poor Batman. He's got that perplexed look on his face. I'm about to die, be reduced to ashes. So, what can I say about this? At this section here, well, there's one thing that bothers me a little bit, which is the seam here. If it focuses. Come on! There we are. You see the neck there? That seam bothers me. Once again, where the neck and head unite on this head sculpt is much more noticeable, which is probably why they canceled it in the first place for the Batman vs. Superman figure. Yep, no matter almost how you pose it, I mean, you could, I guess, tilt the head a little bit and make it look a little better. But on the other side too, well, the other side is fine. It's the tilt, I guess, what matters. If you're gonna pose them with a tilted head this way, I guess you won't see it so much. That's a little better. Yeah, that's better. I guess it's alright. But it does bother me a bit. But man, that looks angry. And as much as I like Batman, and he is a bigger guy, this attack would be final. I'll put him a little bit closer, even though they don't look like they're fighting each other anymore. It's probably in Batman's interest at this point. Now he looks like he's kind of laughing. I don't know. Let's see, yeah, there, he looks like he's laughing. Again, the witch. The Witcher! It's almost when I slide the camera around, looks like he's just laughing his butt off. He ain't laughing. Oh no, he's like, oh no. So, looking good. Looks like they're holding hands. So that's enough about that angry face. I think it's a gimmick. I don't think I'm gonna use it very much, except for making videos, that is. So we're back to the more friendly, superior head sculpt. And he's now buddies with the Batfleck. Now they're in Let's Fight Together. Not so more do you bleed. It's more let's be the Justice League. More suitable for these outfits. They look pretty good together, as you can see. Just standing there. Once again, no fancy posing, no nothing. Just standing together. I mean, Ben Affleck, or I should say Batman. I don't know what to call him. Ben Affleck, Batman, Batfleck. Either way, he's quite more bulky, as you can see. It was the same with the Batman vs. Superman figure. A lot bulkier and bigger. Not quite sure how that is in reality, if it's really in real life like that. Is he that bigger of a guy? I don't know. Perhaps so. But the muscles are much more defined on this guy. Much more defined everywhere. He's just more stocky, more like a bull. There we are. So, there's one thing I wanted to do here. Let's see. So, try some different lightings so you can see the head sculpt. Because lighting does change everything. Lighting from the bottom, so you can see the different lighting settings. What this Henry Cavill head sculpt looks like. I'm just using my phone's LED to create this effect. Look at that. Yeah. Same goes for this head sculpt with different lighting. That's a little more of that. Even I don't have that lit, but with this lighting, those eyes look lit. Interesting. Just do that from the top. Just straight up. Anyways, well, there you have it. What are my thoughts? Well, putting this guy aside, let's stick to the star of the show. What are my thoughts? If you don't have the Batman vs. Superman version, go for it. I think it's a great Henry Cavill Superman. I think it's the best, to be honest with you. But if you already have that figure, getting this is, they're too similar. They're way too similar. By the way, I will be doing a comparison video of this and the Christopher Reeve version. Put them side by side. I'm going to do that video in a couple days. Put them side by side for you. As well as I do have a bootleg head sculpt. Same head sculpt as this. It's on my collection video if you want to check that out. And I'll compare those two head sculpts. So I'll have a little comparison video. Here's some more images. Sorry I didn't pose them up very much. Just wanted to talk about the figure a little bit, showcase it a little bit. The posing will come for the music showcase video. When is my turn? Yeah, your turn will come. It's this guy's turn. Sometimes from certain angles he looks a little bit giraffe-necked. Just a little bit. But most of the time I kind of like him kind of looking up. If you use the dynamic stand, be aware that the pressure here will cause a little bit of damage. I remember on my previous Superman figure, after using the dynamic stand for a while, I did notice some damage here. This one doesn't have it yet, and I actually intend to not use it this time. I'm just gonna pose him on a regular crotch grabber. Ooh. It sounds terrible. Anyway, quick note, and the last point of interest is the bunching up. As you can see here on the boot, it bunches up here. Same as the previous version, had the same issue. Spider-Man figures have this issue as well. If you point the toes down for flight poses or such, then you put it back up, and this is the result. You can see the other one has the same thing. It's pretty much unavoidable, but something for you to be aware. I don't like it. No. I intend to make many more videos of Hot Toys, as well as probably some other figures in the future, but for now I'm sticking to Hot Toys. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Mark the video, give a like if you enjoy this content, and enjoy the path of collecting. I'll catch you guys next time.